Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing my top 10 horror movies of all time. I even have my little Chucky dog for the purpose of this video. So yeah, this is the 10 horror movies I absolutely love. And by the way, that's a fact about me. I only watch horror movies all the time. Well, sometimes I watch some other kind of movies, but horror is just my favorite. So let's get started. Oh, and by the way, they're not in a order of preference. I just listed the 10 movies I really enjoyed. So yeah. So the first one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Um, Everyone knows about this movie. This is basically just a maniac with a chainsaw killing everyone. The one that was made in the 70s is actually quite good. I really recommend it for anyone. This is a really great movie. The second one is House of Wax. This movie is with Paris Hilton, so it can be bad, right? So yeah, this is basically your typical horror movie. Some young people are just going for a trip, and they end up in a kind of ghost town, I would say, and there's two serial killers going after them, and the song at the end of the movie is by My Chemical Romance, one of my favorite bands of all time. So yeah, I really recommend it for anyone who enjoys horror movies. That was quite useless to say. The next one is Wrong Turn. This is a franchise. There's not only Wrong Turn movies. I love them all. This is Crazy Cannibals in the Woods. This is really good. Yeah, so it's again some young people going for a trip or for camping or any kind of stuff like that, and they get murdered and eaten by cannibals. So yeah, this is quite a joyful movie. The next one I really love. I really love genuinely this movie. I love the other one, but this one is Wrong Turn. This is a franchise. There's not only Wrong Turn movies. I love them all. This is Crazy Cannibals in the Woods. This is really good. Yeah, so it's again some young people going for a trip or for camping or any kind of stuff like that, and they get murdered and eaten by cannibals. So yeah, this is quite a joyful movie. The next one I really love. I really love genuinely this movie. I love the other one, but this one is, I would say it's at the top of my faves. Sorority Row. This is a movie about sorority girls. Anything that's with sororities, I always like this. I think this is my goal in life, to be in a sorority, by the way. Even though I'm a guy. Do you guys watch Scream Queens, by the way? I know the show is really good, and I really want a channel to accept gay pledges. I mean, I would love that. So I wish this was for real, like they would accept gay guys in sorority, because I wouldn't fit in a fraternity with other dudes, because I just like girly stuff generally. Yeah. So, but that's really off topic. Sorority Row. It's a bunch of sorority girls. They prank their friends, and it turns out really bad. Their friend is dead, and like a year later or something, or a few months later, I don't remember. A serial killer killed them one by one, telling them that he knows what they did. This is a really good movie. It is a remake from an older. Well, I think the original was made in the 80s, and both are really good, so I highly recommend this for you guys. Um, the next one is Valentine. This is a horror movie with the theme of Valentine's Day. This is a serial killer. Well, at first he's a young boy, and he was bullied by everyone in school. He was asking girls to dance with him, and the girls would always say no. And finally, a few years, well, a lot of years later, when they're all grown up, he start to stalk the girls who said no to him to dance, and they were quite mean with him, to be honest. And he comes back for revenge and kills them one by one. And you know by the end who the killer is, and well, watch the movie. The next one is A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a movie about a killer that kills you when you sleep in your dreams. When he kills you in your dreams, you basically die in real life. Um, this is by Wes Craven, one of my favorite movie producer ever. Rest in peace, because he's dead. And yeah, this is quite a good movie. There's a lot of them. Yeah. So the next one is another one I really love, is I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is another kind of serial killer stalker movie. Some some young people just hit a guy on the road, and they assume he's dead, and they just throw him in the lake or in the ocean. I think it's in the lake. And a year later or something, they receive notes of telling, I know what you did last summer, and there's a killer going after each of them. Yeah, I'm really into that kind of stuff. There's 3 movies of I Know What You Did Last Summer, but the first one is honestly the best and the original. And there's a book of this, by the way, except it's not a horror book. They made it in as a horror movie, but it's not really a horror book. I'd like to read this book, but I can't find it. So yeah. And Sarah Michelle Gellar is in the movie, so it's really amazing. I love her. Next movie is Friday the 13th. Everyone is quite familiar with this one, I think. It's about a killer in the wood. I feel like I'm saying the same thing like all over, but this is just, each movie is very different and has its own vibe. I just really like the when there's a serial killer in the movies, like I'm not really into horror movies that involve the ghost and stuff, because I just think that's kind of boring. I easily fall. Sorry, I can English. I easily fall asleep when I'm watching these kind of movies. But when it's a serial killer, I want to know who the killer is, or even if the purpose of the movie, it's not about finding out who the killer is, it's just will they get out alive, and that kind of stuff. It just puts you on the edge. I don't know. So yeah, Friday the 13th is a movie about a serial killer in the woods. He's literally like Savage. He lives in the woods and is weird. And yeah, he just go ahead and kill some campers. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you more about this movie, except that you should watch all of them. And the ones that were made in the 80s are really good, and most of people didn't enjoy the remake in 2009, but I personally really enjoyed it, so that's up to you. So not the second one, well, the next one is Halloween. Everyone is quite familiar with Halloween. It's with the serial killer Michael Myers. One day when he's quite young, he end up killing all his family except his sister and his mom. And when he's a grown up, he wants to find her sister back. Her sister was being given to adoption to another family in the town, and he kills all his sister's friends, and he just wants to find her. At first, he doesn't seem to want to hurt her, but by the end, by you know, in the other movies, he seems to be mad at the fact that she doesn't want him, and he starts to wanting to hurt her. So yeah, you should really watch these movies. And I kept my absolute favorite of all time franchise of horror movies for the end, and this is Scream. This is by Wes Craven. There's three movies. Actually, no. Well, there's three original movies, but there's a fourth one which is really good also. I love all of them, and this is again a serial killer. I have a serial killer obsession. Can't you tell? So yeah, this is a serial killer. Well, actually, the killer is different in each movies. Um, so it starts by a phone call. He's asking you what's your favorite scary movies and that kind of stuff. He's wearing a mask. I think I have them. I think my friend has the mask, but I used to have it too, but I don't know where it is. And yes, so this is a movie about what the fuck? Calls the victim before killing them, asking them questions like what's your favorite scary movies and all that kind of stuff, and he ends up chasing her all around. And he's in each movies. It's Sidney Prescott, the main characters. There's two other main characters, but she's really the standard of it. She's always being stalked and harassed by a masked killer, and yeah, you find out in at the end of every movie who the killer is and why he's going insane and killing everyone. It's really an enjoyable movies. So yeah, that was my 10 favorite horror movies. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, share this video. I will link all my social media down below, and thank you.